All right, the city of San Francisco is taking aim at the National Rifle Association, of course better known as the NRA. The city's Board of Supervisors unanimously approved a resolution this week declaring the NRA, get this, a domestic terror organization. The NRA shot back, calling the move, quote, worthless and disgusting soundbite remedy to violence gripping the nation, and of course a distraction from San Francisco's own problems with drugs and homelessness. RT correspondent John Huddy has more on this story and the controversy over San Francisco's radical, I don't know, is it a resolution, John?
And look, we all know that San Francisco has long been known for its liberal, its progressive, and some will say radical policies. So I guess add this one to the list, right, Manila? The resolution, indeed, was introduced by Supervisor Catherine Stephanie on July 30th, which was, you may recall, just 2 days after that deadly shooting at a garlic festival in Northern California, in the city of Gilroy, California. Well, the Board of Supervisors unanimously voted, as you mentioned, on the resolution Tuesday, with Supervisor Stephanie linking the move to the, quote, carnage across the country from mass shootings, not only the shooting at Gilroy, but also Dayton, El Paso, etc. So the resolution reads in part that, quote, the National Rifle Association musters its considerable wealth and organizational strength to promote gun ownership and incite gun owners to acts of violence, and spreads propaganda that misinforms and aims to deceive the public about the dangers of gun violence. And in a statement, Stephanie also said the NRA conspires to, she said, among other things, limit research about gun violence, block sensible legislation, and spread pro-gun propaganda while putting weapons, she says, in the hands of people who would harm and, quote-unquote, terrorize us. Well, the NRA is not happy about that, as you can imagine. Amy Hunter, a spokesperson for the National Rifle Association, said in a statement that this is just another worthless and disgusting soundbite remedy to the violence epidemic gripping our nation. This is a reckless assault on a law-abiding organization, its members, and the freedoms they all stand for. Now, the resolution calls on the city and county of San Francisco to assess the financial and contractual relationships that city vendors and contractors have with the NRA, and this is straight from the resolution, to limit those entities who do business with the city and county of San Francisco from doing business with this domestic terrorist organization. So it's almost like the Board of Supervisors wants to sanction any businesses or entities that do business with the NRA. Well, critics contend that this is not within the legal jurisdiction or purview of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, along with designating domestic terrorist organizations. And no matter what you think of the NRA, some contend the NRA is not a terrorist organization. Among them, Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, who jumped in on the overall debate regarding the issue, tweeting that the KKK, neo-Nazis, Antifa, these are all domestic terrorist organizations. Shame on San Francisco for abusing their power to try and suppress a lawful and peaceful organization's First Amendment rights. Well, technically, Antifa has not yet been designated a terrorist organization in the United States. I know President Trump has talked about doing that. He did last month, remember, before this big rally in Portland, Oregon. So Cruz is technically wrong on that. But as far as gun control goes, in the wake of several more mass shootings here in the U.S., as we just talked about, the calls for gun control continue to grow, Manila, with many Americans arguing for a ban on assault rifles and high-capacity magazines, along with more stringent gun control policies nationwide. And Supervisor Stephanie, further trying to back up her argument, said the gun homicide rate in the U.S. is 25 times higher than any other high-income country, with 393 million guns in America, more guns than people, she said, adding also in a statement to the Board of Supervisors and public that every country on earth has video games, has movies, has mental health issues, but only the U.S. has gun violence at elementary schools, movies, even Walmart. And she says the difference is guns and the availability of so many assault rifles on the streets of America. Manila, back to you.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.